I can see everyone coming now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I can see you guys coming. So let's wait for everyone to join in.
What are we going to do today?
Let's see. Let everyone come first, then I'll let you know, yeah?
Okay.
I'm waiting for everyone to join. We still have 2 minutes for everyone to join in. We got a lot of people coming and disconnecting. So we need to wait for everyone to come and join us. I didn't get any of you done the homework except two of you. Only two, three of you have just done it. And besides that, nobody had given me the creative writings for last week.
I didn't know I had to submit.
Sorry?
I didn't know I had to submit.
You don't know how to send?
No, I said I didn't know you had to submit it.
Oh, I told you guys to send it. So
Sorry,
try
I
from
didn't
today this
hear.
week, yeah?
Oh, I didn't hear.
Okay, no worries.
I'll do it after this session.
Yeah, just try doing this one. What we do today, leave the last week one now.
Okay.
I got someone disconnected. I think so. You can speak if you have your mic off. I'll just wait for 2 more minutes for anyone else who wants to just join in. And if there's nobody else, then we can just start what we're doing. Okay, I'll start. Let everyone join because I don't want to. It's already 11:01. So basically, what you see on the screen now is it tells you something about some of your feelings, what you could use in your creative writing. Like last week, we did, if you guys were not here, last week we described a lot of characters. Yeah. Do you remember what we did last week? As a quick recap, what we did last week? You want to say, okay? Say, Arav, unmute yourself and you can say what we did last week.
We did summaries and metaphors.
Yeah, we did that. We described some characters, and there was in the end there was a lady, old lady, which you all were supposed to describe her and email me her descriptive writing about yourself. And I told you guys don't type, don't write, just type it. It's easier to mark when you guys type it. It's fine. There were very less of you who did it. Just leave that and try doing this week what we're doing. Just try sending me, yeah. So basically, if you look at, I have some good feelings and some bad feelings. These are some of the things you all could use in your creative writing when describing a character or something. I'm just having a little recap of last week what we did. And this week we'll be doing absolutely a different topic. This week, I would be doing with you guys, I will be giving you one topic in which we'll be doing the beginning, middle, and the end. I'll tell you how to start it, how to write in the middle, and how to end it. Yeah. So it'll be something, I'm giving you some ideas in this, and you can use these ideas for your 11 plus. This is something really, really good to use your ideas. You keep using your ideas. So these are some of the dictionary words they have taken out. And the book which I'm using today is called Tutor Master. It's really good book. They have a lot of topics for you guys to have a look. You could also buy this book. It comes in Tutor Master book 1 and book 2. So I think so the one what I have today is from book 2. So basically they are telling you about some of the characters, how to use them in the dictionary, meaning in the dictionary, how to use them. And they'll tell you how to use these in your own words. Like you could use these characters because remember, last week when I told you guys, when you're describing a character, you have to use a lot of good vocabulary words because the vocabulary you should be using should be around 80% of new vocabulary. And remember that I also use that to see that are these your own words or did you using the internet? Because if you try using the word from the internet, it tells me that it's been copyright from someone else. You can't use it. So try using your own words. Like in this, the first thing what we are going to do is describing some characters, good feelings. So now you all have a job to do. You need to think about a sentence. I'm going only for good feelings, not bad feelings right now. So there are some words here. I want you to use a sentence and tell me which word did you use in that sentence. Yeah. To describe someone, what word would you guys use? So take a piece of paper, all of you, and try writing on your own now. And remember, try using uh, what do you have on screen. Are you ready? Have you already written? Mohammed, are you ready? Unmute yourself if you want to.
No, I have a question. Like, is it just good feelings, like a sentence on
Sorry,
good
I can't
feelings?
get you. Can you be a little louder?
Is it just a sentence on good feelings or
Just
like
try using a sentence to describe the feelings, a good feeling. That's it. And I can give you guys access to write on the board so you all can do it. I have 2 more people who have joined in. Let's let them come in. It's Kevin is here. And we have one more person I remember joined in. So we have 2 people now. So I'll give you access, the one who does raise hand, so you could use the board or you could write your own sentence for me. How does that sound? Good? Hi, Kevin. Kevin, are you still in the car today? Whenever Kevin comes, he's always in the car. Sorry about the background music. I have some construction work going on in my house. You might be hearing a lot of work going on. So we have to describe the correct, describe a good feeling, and I'll give you guys access to write it down for yourself. Yeah. So who's ready with the? Who's ready now? Or should I put a timer? I'll give you guys 5 minutes timer to think about it. Let me put my timer. My timer is very good, you know. You can see the timer is started now. So you got 5 minutes to write down your feelings, and then you have, I will give you access to write on the board your feelings for us. Good? So let's start. Are you ready? Mohammed is ready. Okay. Mohammed is ready, so I'll give you a little time to do it. So Mohammed is ready. I'll just give you a minute to do it. Just a minute. Wait. Let me just. Okay. Mohammed, you can write on the board. Write on the board for us on this side.
I'm
Any of the
ready.
sides, please.
I'm ready. So I did three types of things. So first I did like a thing to describe like
Mohammed,
someone.
I want you to write down. Can you write it for me? I have given you access to write it on. So your access is here. You can write it. You can take a pen. So you have on the side. If you look on the sides, you have a T written. That's for the type for you to type in.
Okay,
And you have a pencil. That's for you to. If you have a pencil, you can use that. Any of the things.
so should I just type what I wrote?
Yeah, that's a text box. Take the text box and start writing for us.
Where's the text box?
The T, the one where you have the T written, that's a text box on the side.
Oh no.
Wait, Mohammed, let me give you a plain. Yeah, write it down here now.
Okay.
Okay, right here, so we can see everybody writing. Yeah. Try again.
Is it showing up?
I can't see now.
Oh, I'll try again. I'm not able to do it. I'm pressing the T, but I'm not able to do it.
You're not able to do it.
Yeah.
Thanks. So Komal is here now. She'll be able to do it for you then. Let Komal write it down for you. Komal, they was trying to write on the board, they weren't able to do it. Do you want to write it down then?
Okay.
They're just describing the good feelings, basically.
I've got one.
Yeah, wait, let Komal just be ready for you guys.
Hold on.
Komal, are you ready?
Yeah. Can I say my one first? Yeah. I was jubilant because the greenhouse that I built looked fabulous. I was what, sorry? I was jubilant because the greenhouse that I built looked fabulous.
You need to describe your feelings. So are these your feelings? Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I have one.
said. Okay, go on, next one.
Who wants to say the next one now?
Me.
Okay, say it.
The boy was over the moon with his new car.
Okay, next.
Oh, my timer is going on. Let's stop the timer because you all are giving the answers now. I think Sutania wants to say, Komal. She has her hands up.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Is the mic not working?
no, doesn't look like.
We can't hear you, sorry.
Do you want to type in the message?
You can type in the chat.
Anybody else? All of you should be giving me. Remember what we are supposed to do. We are basically, I'm just rubbing this out so you can see. We are basically describing the good feelings. And this is what I told you. You need to be using any one of these to describe your feelings. And we are just writing them down.
I got one.
You got one? Okay. Let's go on that page now. Where we can type in.
I was enthusiastic.
Why did you mute her?
Enthusiastic when I was in the theme park.
I was just like when I was in the theme park.
I got one.
Okay.
You ask a query.
The thrilled boy was excited as he was going on vacation.
The what boy?
The thrilled boy.
Oh, the thrill. Was excited.
The thrilled boy was excited as he was going on vacation.
That's from the chat.
I think so. She's written in the chat, yeah. I will just copy paste her.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's fine.
I can paste it.
I've done it. Okay, any more?
I have one.
Go on.
After the roller coaster, I was thrilled.
Okay.
Okay, this is some of your good feelings now. Now let's go back to that one. What else they are telling us now? You all did your good feelings and all of you used, almost all of you. I know some of you didn't give us any of the answers for this. And now they are bad feelings now. Kevin, you have not given me any today. Did Kevin give you any, Komal?
I don't think so.
I've got a bad one. As soon as I finished my good sentence, I decided to write my bad sentence.
Okay, wait for us to ask first. Yeah, let's have some first. Bad feelings like unhappy. I was really unhappy when the summer holidays were getting over. Don't you guys get unhappy when the summer holidays are getting over? Yeah? You got how many
Listen.
weeks more left? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? And that is some of that you could terrible, dreadful, fearful. So you could use any of these bad feelings in your sentence now, the same way as you used the good feelings in the sentence. So try writing a bad feeling now. And Raman, you already got one, yeah? I want you to write
Yeah.
2 for me instead of 1 because 1 is easier to write for you. I want you to make it little harder for you to write 2
Okay.
sentences for me, yeah?
Okay.
So try doing 2 for me and see how it goes. And Anna, can I please have your mic, your camera on, please? Because I want to have a look at you, how you look like. Because I can just see the screen, black screen. Arav has already written his sentence. So let's go to our blank page now. When they're ready, I'll just keep them to have a look at this. So your bad feelings are here again. You write here. No, do you have to write in the chat or? You can make more than one. So are you guys ready? Should we start writing it down now?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make a line so we know that what are good and what are bad, yeah?
I got 2 good sentences.
You got 2.
Yeah.
You want to say it?
Yeah. Grandpa was a grouchy man who was always cross was my first sentence. And then the other one was the sorrowful man felt awful of what he did.
Okay, well done.
That's good.
Yeah, they're on the chat. These ones.
Cameron thought that the dress was crusty. My annoying brother teased me while I sat only on the sofa. Let me try to copy paste if I can do this.
In the copy paste.
Just
I've
copy.
got one. Um, I've got 2.
I got another sentence.
Got another one.
Yep. The ghastly woman was always cruel to all she teached. What?
What was it?
I've got one.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
She felt awful. I mean, my first one is the old lady was dispirited since she had to live in the old age home.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm just copying the ones from the chat. Sorry, but you can say a second one. Everyone's listening to it.
My second sentence is she felt awful as her best friend moved to another neighborhood.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one as well. Well done. I'll write that one now. Moved to another neighborhood. Okay, any more? Or are you guys writing them in the
All of you are giving us a good answers.
I got another one.
Yeah.
I think it might be in the chat. Yeah, it says the ghastly woman was cruel to all she met.
Let me see if it's on the chat.
I think it's the bottom.
The man
Oh
was
yeah, I see it.
boy was depressed when it was raining.
Oh, it's all caps lock. Okay.
I got another sentence.
Okay, what is it? Last one for you.
The nasty man taught the children a very bad lesson.
The rusty man taught the children a very bad lesson. So all of you did really good now. We'll stop here now. And the next thing what I want to do is, let's see. This is our topic for today. It's invisible for a day. Yeah? So invisible for a day. What do you think about this topic? Invisible for a day. Let's first think about if you were invisible for a day, how would you feel like? Let's just think about this topic first. Then I'll go with the how to write it with the beginning.
I can't see this. I can't see the page invisible for a day.
Sorry?
Oh, that's fine.
You can see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about the topic invisible for the day? This is the topic we would be discussing in we got half an hour left. Full half an hour we'll be just doing this topic now. So what do you think about this thing? Invisible for the day. What do you think about this topic?
I've got one.
I just want to and don't tell me just tell me how would you feel? Do you like this topic or you don't like this topic?
I like this. I actually like this topic.
Like this topic?
Yeah.
I think it's a 50% chance because although you can sneak things and people won't see you, people will think that you are gone.
Yeah, you're right. So basically what they're saying, the story gives you the chance to be a very imaginative. Use your imaginations to describe a time of one day when you became completely invisible. You will need to tell the reader about how this happens. So you just have to think, you need to imagination describe a time. You need to think of the time of the day when you got invisible. Yeah. All the adventures you have and then how you became visible again. So basically what they want you to do is we are thinking about this topic, a time of the day when you got invisible. So could be for 2-3 hours. What are the things you did when you were invisible? And then you just came back. I remember doing this topic in one of the creative writing classes, and one of the kids had written that he became invisible and he helped the police after becoming invisible. So this was something really interesting. And one of them wrote about, I became invisible for a day and I saw all my friends were saying bad stuff about me when I was invisible. Imagine that your best friend, you think that, oh, my friend loves me a lot, she likes me a lot, she's the best thing I ever have in my life. You go against your family to support your friend, and one day when you become invisible, you know the truth how your friend is about you. She's ditching behind you, she's like saying bad stuff about you to the other friends of yours, and then immediately you become visible, and then you how would your friend react? When you were invisible, she was the one who was talking bad things about you. So there are different things you could use in this is really a very good topic, and there's lots of things you could do when you're invisible. You could go to a place, like you could go to Legoland, or you could go anywhere where you don't need tickets, where you need tickets basically.
Yes,
When
you
you're
don't have to
invisible, you
pay.
can just go there, have the rights, enjoy yourself, and see
Oh,
how it is.
I got
by the
to
way, talking of Legoland, I went to Legoland 2 days ago.
Sorry,
He went to
I went to
Legoland 2 days ago.
Legoland 2 days ago.
did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So imagine spending so much money there with the rides and everything. With all the adventure you had, you could have it free when you're invisible.
But if you were invisible, maybe if you're only yourself, you would be invisible, not like the clothes you could be invisible.
When
Maybe
you're
the clothes,
invisible, I think so everything could be invisible.
but
Or you could
maybe
say that
I
only
thought
one part of your body is invisible. Your head, your legs, or your hands.
that maybe anything you touch could be invisible, and even if you wear it.
Yeah. Up to you.
Okay, it's basically like this story gives you the chance to be very, we have done that. In this story, you will need to make sure you include speech, conversations carefully punctuated. So you need to use speech marks in it. Uh, Basically, in that, and you have to punctuate it really carefully. Also, include good description using adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. So you need to be using a lot of adjectives to describe when you're invisible. A lot of verbs you need to describe, and a lot of adverbs. You may be yourself in the story, or you may invent a character. I think so. Inventing a character gives you more marks, and then just writing about yourself. Because I'm thinking as an examiner, if you only write about yourself, I was invisible, I did that, I did this, it would be too childish. I would be like, I won't be interested to read a story where a child is just writing about themselves and nothing else. But if you invent a character, and then if you choose a character, make sure you keep it throughout the story and don't suddenly start writing about yourself. So if you have a character, you are following the character. Basically, they're telling you that you're invisible. If you have created a character, like if you're helping the police, you need to create a police. You need to create a character you are helping, becoming invisible. You have to describe the character like we did last time, as we described using adjectives and things about their hair. Remember, we did 5 parts of the body.
Yeah.
We basically we did that. We did ears. We did
Eyes.
nose. We did, and his eyes also. We did hair also. We did. We did a lot of things, and mouth also we did. So try describing the character really in the good way. So let's go with the beginning now. So beginning is how you begin your story. First, think about. Okay, I'll give you guys a minute to think about the character you guys will be describing the story now, and then we'll go with the beginning. Yeah, you are not writing the story right now, you're just thinking about one character you are going to describe when you are invisible. Yeah, Komal, how many minutes you want to give them to think about that?
Just 1 or 2, that's fine.
So I'll give you a minute to think about it now, and your time has started now. Think about one character you will be describing in your creative writing, and your time starts now. Let me just remove this all. Okay, your timer has stopped now. So let's see your ideas. Then we will go with the beginning, how to start the creative writing. And remember, when you guys send us your creative writing for this week, you need to be the character you are describing now. You have to include that character throughout your story. You can't just make up a new character and send it to us. You have to stick to the same one what you're giving us now. Yeah? So let's start with who wants to start?
I think Arif's hands up.
Okay, let's about this page is all. Should we have another page included here, Komal? Let's do another page. Yeah. So we have another blank page. Oh, I got blank pages in the back. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, go on then, Arif.
Arif, go on, unmute yourself and get started.
So my character would be myself and also one of my friends.
So what's
Okay.
the one character you will be sticking to throughout the story?
I think
His
it would
friend.
just be myself because I'm describing me as I'm the invisible person.
But we want you to have one character you'll be describing throughout the story to be with you. I know
You
it's
said
one
your-
is you, and who is the other one?
You said your friend, didn't you?
Yeah.
Your friend.
Yeah, so describe your friend. So what am I writing? Am I writing a friend or am I writing a description?
When I would think about my friend, I would think that he is a nice person for a starter.
Did you use any of the adjectives and adverbs in that? You didn't. When you're describing about your friend, yeah, you need to be saying, like,
What
I'm
color
just
hair does
thinking,
she
how would
have?
you describe your friend? My friend, who looks like or writes something on his my age, has a smile on his face, always smile on his face. He doesn't look so angry. But the best thing about him or the worst thing about him, something like that, to describe your friend.
My friend has dark hair, very dark hair. So the other things, he has a light brown skin and is the same age as me. Also, he wears glasses. He also keeps a smile on his face whenever he sees me and the others.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You need to think a little more, yeah? Anybody
So
else?
good descriptions, just add some adjectives and
More adjectives, basically.
Or like metaphors and similes to describe it better.
Okay, so Mohammed wants to give Komal. He's here. Unmute yourself from your side and then give us.
I've got one.
Just a second, yeah? Mohammed, say what you want to say. Say, we're waiting.
What I was thinking of is that so I have this
Arman,
friend.
just a minute. Wait a second. Let Mohammed just give because he had his hand up for a long time. Do you want to do it now? Describe.
So I thought about the beginning and the character. So basically, Harry, the character.
Basically, it's like what they are asking you. Do you know, guys, know how to do planning? Planning is
Yeah.
something when you start doing your creative writing. So my creative writing, I'm just writing here. Invisible man. Invisible. I'm writing invisible man short form. Yeah. So this is the what they ask you is something like a planning. So I'm just putting like rays of your sons to describe this.
The
My
spider
drawing is really
background.
bad. Okay. So basically, we are going to think about what we are going to include in our story. Yeah. If you have some sounds coming behind you, you all can mute yourself. It's really easy. So basically, this is some planning what we are telling you guys to do. And if you do the planning, in the planning, you have to think about what you all will be including in your story. So this, like I told you guys, you have to think about a character in your story, and that character will be throughout, be with you throughout. So if in the story you want to follow a person, follow your mother, how she is throughout the day without you when you're in school. Is she saying something bad about you, or she's always praising you in front of her friends or things like that? So the character what you will be including throughout your story is your mother. So how would you all describe your mother? That would come as your characters here, what I made here. So if we have a character,
Yeah,
if
so
I
one of the
put
legs of the
characters
spider
here,
diagram
that
would be
would
about your
be
character.
the ones you're describing. I'll just remove that. So here would be the character what you're describing. So basically, I want to remove this. Let me remove this. So when you plan a story, you have to think about what characters you're using. Planning the story, the first one they told you to think about. First, planning a story is, yeah, let's use the characters in the story. So you have to think about all the characters in the theory. Sorry, in the story, in creative writing, what all you have. So whatever characters you have to write here in your planning. So characters in the story would be the first one in your planning. Second one is the beginning of the story, what we are guys are going to do now. Oh, I think my spellings are wrong. Just so how would you begin your story?
I've got one.
You got one. So what characters
Yeah.
you're using?
So I've used one. I
So
would
that's
say
why we are doing right here. Oh, what happened to my screen? It just went away. You got it here. So first is the characters. So this is what we asked you guys. Beginning of the story, you have to think about the characters. So that's what we asked you guys. Yes, Ariman, you were from long you wanted to say something. I'll give you
Yeah.
time now. Speak now.
so
So what's your character?
he's not. So he's a boy and he's my friend.
And remember, you'll be using the same character throughout your story. So friend, right?
Yeah.
So basically, all of you are using your characters as one of your friends. Any other characters you guys will be describing in the story? Yes,
Jan.
Tanya, can you unmute yourself and tell me something else? Any other character you'll be using in the story?
Um. I can use someone that I know well.
A character
For a
could be
long
someone. Character is not always. I'm going to tell you something. Character is not always the one you know. A character could be a shopkeeper, or could be a police officer, or someone who was teasing you in your school.
a
Could be
bully. Maybe
someone
a
elder to
bully.
you.
Maybe a bully.
Yeah, maybe a bully or someone. So could be your mother. I'm just writing different characters what you all could use. Oh. Police officers, you're trying to help the police officer. Kevin, you can unmute yourself and give me your, I think your hands is up. So could be
The
any of the
character
characters. What do
I
you guys
did is
think?
a doctor.
Could be
Sorry?
a doctor.
I did
yeah.
my character is my
Or could
character
be
is
a
a
car. Your
doctor.
car can also be a character. You can be invisible in a car. So you can describe the car, how the car looks like. Imagine if I see someone just going in the car and being invisible. Ask me, you have not given me any of the answers. Do you want to give me one character you want to use? Can you unmute yourself and give me one character? Let's see if what character she will use. So characters could be any of the characters, you could use any of them. It's not like it needs to be your friend or your family or anything else. It could be any stranger. A stranger can also be a character. You could describe a stranger. You could describe that you followed a stranger. He looked like a thief. And when you were invisible, you started to follow that character. And then you realize, and you can describe how that stranger looks like. So character cannot always be your friend. Yes, you want to give me any of the characters? You haven't muted yourself now. What character you'll be using? Oh, I can't hear you. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry. Let's start the beginning of the story. How would you begin your story now? You need to explain how your day begins. So you have to describe in your story. The first is the beginning. When you start a story, the beginning would be how you start your day. You must have, if you had a bad day. I remember someone started saying, I had the bad day. My paste was finished. My that was finished. It was my something or the other. Or explain how you begin. You may find you have become invisible when you wake up, or it will explain you. Oh, can you all, if any of you can just stop touching the board because it's going up and down. So basically, you could explain your day, how it begins. You may find you have become invisible when you wake up, or it may happen because of something you do. Maybe your friend made you eat something, because of that, you become invisible. How do you find out that you are invisible? Do you look in the mirror, or you realize when those in your family say they can't find you? Are you able to eat and drink? Are you able to see yourself and the world around you? If it is the weekend or a holiday, explain how will you spend the day. So basically, they're telling you how did you first try writing. How did you begin your day? That's something important. How did it all started? When did you become invisible? It could be in the middle of the day when you're so tired coming back from school or something, you become invisible, or your mother is going on scolding you, and you just say in your mind, I hope I become invisible for the day and my mother stops scolding me. And then you realize that you are gone, you're invisible, and your mother saying, why are you hiding from me when I'm scolding you? And you are thinking in yourself like, mom, it's good, I'm invisible now, I can hear how you can keep on screaming and scolding me, I won't be there anymore. Or your friend made you eat something, in because of that you became invisible. So there could be different things. Because of that you could become invisible. Or you're having a desert, so you're having ice cream, and there's something in the ice cream, you feel like it's not right, and you feel like something is going to happen to me if I have this ice cream. And you realize that after having the last bite of the ice cream, you become invisible. How would you feel? So there could be different things of you when you become invisible, or you could also become invisible when you in school. You're sitting next to your friend and you're just thinking in your mind that I hope I become invisible. My friend is teasing me so much, I start teasing her. And then your dream come true. So there are different things you all can decide. How did you become invisible? So the second thing is how to begin a story. In this, basically, they want you to write about how did your day become a day, how did your day start, basically, and how did you become invisible. So I'll give you a second to all of you to think about this. How did you guys become invisible and how did you start your day? So let's think. So let's think about that now and see what you all have come to. So I'll start writing your things here. Do you have any idea? How did you become invisible? And how did you start your day?
I have one.
Yes, Aaron. Ariman.
So I was just wandering in the park. I'm really doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's so while I was wandering, suddenly something was glowing in front of me, and then it was kind of like a big box. So
So how
that
did you
was
become
glowing.
invisible?
Yeah. So when you opened it, there
Ariman,
was like this
remember,
glow.
when you're writing creative writing, because you have to also describe you have to have a climax coming in the middle of the story and you have the conclusion. So try think about that before starting because if your beginning is so big, what would you write in your climax then? Yeah. So try starting your story in an interesting way and always try starting your story with speed marks basically. Wow, what a lovely day. It was, the sun was shining, something like that. Yeah. And
But yeah,
then
you
you
can
can
use.
start writing about how did you become invisible, because in first I would be reading as a reader, I'll be like, wow, you have started really nicely. So you have to start with speech marks.
So
Yeah.
first start with how your day started and then talk about how you became invisible.
Yeah,
Good.
because when you become invisible, you can't just become invisible. You're walking on the street, you saw something, and you're invisible. Invisible happens slowly. It doesn't happen in the beginning of the story. In the beginning, you have to tell about how was your day, describe the day a little bit, and then think about how would you become invisible. Yeah,
So you said
are you
you were
getting my
walking in the
point?
park. So describe the weather first and describe the park a little bit first and then talk about the box.
Yeah.
So maybe while I was walking in the park, I looked left and right continuously at the birds using thin and thick branches. They were making their nests out of thick and thin branches.
How was the day when you went to the park?
Yeah, it's really good. Keep going.
It was nice because one, there was nature, there was peace and quiet,
Yeah, that's
and
the
the
thing I
sun
want.
and then the sun was shining instead of like gloomy rains, like dark clouds in the sky. Instead, there was a shining sun.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. So basically, you got it now. So you have to describe the day first. If you are going to the park, you need to describe the park and like Arman did the birds and things like that, because you what do you hear, what do you see? So you have to use all your five senses in the beginning, yeah? So this is how would you guys begin your story, and the next let's go with the climax now, because if we keep doing this, that's the middle now. So that's the beginning, how you became invisible, yeah? Now is the middle of the story. It tells you now describe the adventure you have during the day you're invisible. So obviously, when you're invisible, that would be an adventure on its own because you have never been invisible. So you are think about that. Tell the reader about the different adventures you have. If you are at school, describe different things you could do if no one could see you. That's what I was telling you. Because if you are in the school and you're invisible, what are the adventures you would do? Like, remember in schools, teachers are a little fussy sometimes. They don't let you enter some clubs. They say, like, no, 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 that's not for you. That's for someone else. You're doing everything opposite when you're invisible. What your teachers have told you not to do because nobody could see you. So these are the new adventures. Or you could be in the school if you're invisible, like Arman said that there are some bully kids in the school. So you are helping the other kids they bully. You could be like a saver for them. That's a new adventure for you. So there are different things you could think about that. And this one also I told you. If you are at home, perhaps you go into the town where adventure could have been there. Maybe you see a crime like a robbery taking place, so you're helping the police. If you see a robbery taking place, you could help the police became have to catch the robber. So this is another adventure for you all. How can you help the police to catch the criminals? Use your imagination to write a good description of your day. Describe your feelings too. And feelings is something they keep telling you. You have to describe your feelings. How do you feel when you were doing this adventure? Inside, you would be little upset, thinking that if I'm invisible throughout my life, how would that happen? And another way, you'd be happy because you'll be doing everything what you're not supposed to do in a helping way or in a bad way. So you have different feelings. You have to describe your feelings. How would you feel? So I'll give you guys, we still have time. I'll give you a minute because we need to go towards the end also of this. So think about this. What would you guys do in the middle? How would you think? What are you helping? Becoming invisible. So what's the thing you are helping in the middle of the story? Any ideas, anyone? Yes, Tanya. Only two people are speaking today. Arman is speaking today. Tanya is speaking today. And who else? Mohammed sometimes is speaking today. And rest are, oh my God, you guys don't like this topic today.
I've got one.
Yeah, say. Oh, Tanya was saying, wait, let her say. I think so. If her mic works now, then Arman, I'll come back to you in a second. Yeah. Is your mic working? No, her mic. Do you want to write in the chat box then? She was saying on a hot summer day, I was in a pool and I drank some water from the pool and I became invisible. That's good. That's in the beginning. That you will write in the beginning. In the middle, you have to write about the climax. Basically, you need to write what happened here in the climax of the story. Yeah.
So what happened after you became invisible? What did you
So
do?
in this one, you guys have become invisible. That everybody knows. You have become invisible. So in this one, it's absolutely different. You have to write about your adventure. How would you feel after becoming invisible? Did you get it? Yes, Arman. Arman, you were telling me something. You can unmute yourself and tell me now.
Yeah. So as so when that box arrived, inside was like a potion that had some kind of glowing water in it. So as I picked it up, I accidentally dropped it, and as it dropped, smoke somehow like fog fog came, and then as soon as the fog ended, I became invisible. And then while I was walking down the street, um so I was in school and I saw this type of and I saw this person who was getting bullied by a rude someone that was that snatched his bag and started like dropping his
Yeah,
books.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You're writing it right, but it looks like more like a story. I didn't see you writing any speech marks in it, firstly. Secondly, there are no adjectives, no smellies, no metaphors in that. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks more like a story to me. No? Like we have fairy tale stories going on. So try, it's a good one, but if you write more things in it to describe it more, that would be really, really good. Yeah. Anybody else have anything different? Yes, Mohammed, unmute yourself. And Tanya, I know it's only three of you today.
So I actually have an idea for the end.
And we are not going to the end, we are going to the middle first.
Okay, so it's gonna be like you're with your invisibility. So you're going down. You're going down the road, and you see this person just at the shop, and there was a robber. But there wasn't any sort of policeman or anything. So you tried to
Again, with
help.
you also, I'm looking like looks more like a story. Try using some speech marks. You guys, you know the thing with you guys is you all have ideas, but you need to write it down in a way which is more presentable to others. Yeah.
There were some
Okay.
speech marks in mine.
Yeah. More. What speech marks are?
So when
Maybe I'll show you. Let me see if I have some of the creative writings from. Maybe next time I'll start with. I'll show you some of the examples of the creative writings what the kids have done. Yeah. To give you guys more idea how to do it. Okay, let's do it because we have really less time. Let's tell you how to end it. Then you all can form your own character and how everything else. Yeah. In the end, whatever character you guys have written, whatever adventure you have, because you cannot be invisible throughout, you have to come back. And in the end of the day, your invisibility starts to wear off. So you have to think about you are coming back. And when you're coming back, you can't just come back, oh, fully back. Means some part of your body will come back first and some part of your body will come back late. Yeah? So it's saying at the end of the day, your invisibility starts to wear off. Does it happen gradually or suddenly? Could be suddenly, like boom, you're back. Or it could be you could see your hands, but you can't see your face. Like Arman, I saw you telling me that in the beginning. So first half of your body is coming back, not the full body. Write the speech conversations between yourself and others as they discuss what has happened. So you're telling your friends and your family, how did you become invisible when you're back? If you're, Mohammed, can you unmute yourself, please? There's a lot of background music I can hear from your house. So basically, in this, you could do that. You could say that when you're invisible, you have helped the police and you have helped the police to catch a robber. So when you're back, the police is saying, thank you. What happened? How were you invisible? And at the end of the day, your invisibility starts to wear off. Does it happen gradually or suddenly? Explain how you become visible again. Write the sweet conversations between yourself and others as you discuss what has happened. Say what are the best and the worst memories of being invisible for the day. So you have to tell them what was the worst and the worst and the worst thing and the thing what you don't like at all becoming invisible. Maybe you don't want to be invisible again. It was so boring. Nobody could hug you. Nobody could even shake hands with you. You can't even talk to your friends. You feel like you're lonely. So you can describe that. Invisible for the day made me realize that how important family is. and I can't stay without my family a single day. Or how good is being to be with my friends. When I was invisible, I had no friends, no family, so I was so bored. I was just helping everyone to solve things better. So something like that you could write in the end about your bad things about being invisible or good things. How did you feel when you were invisible, and how did you feel when you were back? Yeah? Did you get it now? You guys didn't like this topic today. Too boring? No? It was
No.
only me speaking today.
Well, no.
You didn't find it bore. But I think others found it bore. I can see
What's
everyone getting
fine?
sleepy here.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I've explained you how to do it. So I'll be emailing you guys. And I want all of you to type it and write it for me. Yeah? And your creative writing should have 3 things. What are the 3 things? Let's see if you guys were paying attention or not. What 3 things my creative writing should have?
Beginning,
Can I say?
Yeah, beginning. What else?
Middle.
middle, and end.
What should come in the middle?
That so you found out that you're invisible, and then you help someone.
Another thing I said about middle. There's another word we used for the middle. What was that? Yeah.
Starting with C.
What was it? Adventure.
And climax.
Yeah. What about the end? What are the
The
2 things in
end.
the end you guys need to describe?
How the invisibility word
Yeah. So basically, you have second thing, and then you have the third thing. That's the middle. Basically, the middle one is the most important one for you guys. I'm just writing for you guys to remember. And the fourth one is the end. Now, when you are back, basically. Yeah. Good and bad feelings. Good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something good or bad. How did you feel, basically? Yeah. Got it? So I'll see you guys back next
Okay.
week now. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
You all can go. You can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. What I'm saying. You can off yourself from the top.
See you next week.
Yeah. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, just close this.
Yeah. I'll just close it. I think so. They can't go. I'll just close it.